there, Cinners, and welcome to this week's episode of Shortcuts, where we give you all the horror happenings for the week. Join your hosts, Sean O'Connor and Shannon Bushman-Montalbano, as we go over the books, the movies, the streaming, the events, and all the latest news, delivered right into your sweet little ears, all in under a half hour. You want to know about that latest movie that's dropping this week? We got you. You want to know about that latest novel from your favorite horror author? We've got you. You want Sean to give you a release date 3 years from now for a movie you've never even heard about? We got you. So sit back, tune in, and we'll take it from here as you listen to this week's episode of Shortcuts.
Volume 32.
Hey, Cinners. How you doing? I finally figured it out, and I'm the one who introduced the shortcuts. 7 months later, this is our episode where we take all the horror happenings for the month and we wrap them up into tiny little foil packages, and then we put them in a nice, delicious array. And we don't tell you which ones they are, and there's no little secret map on the bottom of the box, so you just have to eat them all. But the good news is they're all delicious. There's no stinkers.
There you go.
Did you ever do that? Like, it'd be like at your grandmother's house, and she'd have chocolates, and you would eat 40 of them until you got to the one with the caramel or nougat, and there'd just be like discarded wrappers and half-eaten chocolates all over the coffee table.
Yeah. Or what about you? Have you been fooled like I have so many times where I was like, ooh, cookies. And you're like, our grandma's sewing kit.
No, that has never happened to me.
Oh, it's awful. Like it was like a certain, like, oh my God, I can't remember the name of it, but it was like this certain circular tin that I guess was just perfect for fitting in a sewing kit. And every grandma, to my knowledge, used it. I talked to so many people that were just like, yes, I know. I would open up like thinking cookies, and it was a fucking sewing kit.
Shannon's got 11 stick pins coming out of her lips, and she's like, these snickerdoodles have a bite.
Like the cookies are eating me.
I think I speak for all of us when we say, hey, Grandma, that was bullshit, honestly.
Yeah, seriously. Get an actual sewing kit. They do make those.
Here we go. When we know we only have 24 minutes before we have to finish up this episode, and you and I are primed to talk about Grandma's sewing kit for at least another 11 minutes. I can feel it.
All right. On a rant.
I'm going to fast track this one. Shannon, what do you have for us for birthdays?
Alrighty. So I got two pretty good ones, actually. Both 25 years. Both came out in 1999. So first one I'm going to go with is Summer of Sam.
Oh,
Spike Lee joint.
Spike Lee.
Yes.
That is an entertainingly disturbing film.
Yes, I'm going to give a little bit of a spoiler alert. So Matt from Macabre Daily, if you are listening, I do plan on writing a retrospect article on this film because I do love it that much. And it was, I did watch it recently for the anniversary and to talk about it, or to write about it, rather, I should say. And it's been a while since I've seen it. I realized,
right?
It's definitely been a long time. But just with like the chaos, I think, going on in the world, it seemed fitting to revisit it because I think the human psyche is important, especially as a public domain. And so I find it interesting, but as far as the subject matter of the movie itself, I thought it was executed very, very well. Like it really wasn't necessarily about the son of Sam, but Spike Lee just kind of made like his own little like small like follow these group of people, this little community, this little corner over here that just happened to be going on at the same time. And honestly, he probably wasn't very far off.
Yeah, I kind of love it that it, like you said, it's not in the foreground, it's in the background. It's taking place during. Now, David Berkowitz really had, the 5 boroughs in in like a headlock of dread.
Yeah, for
It
sure.
was scary times. So,
Still
um,
alive too. It's like in his
uh,
70s now, but he's still alive,
well, I
serving time.
speak for all of Queens, because we were living in Bayside at the time. Speak for all of Queens when I say, "Hey, David Berkowitz, go fuck yourself." Enjoy prison, you cocksucker. Okay, on to the next one.
All right. So this one is a little bit more fun. Might have been a newer version of Jaws, and I think in another language, I believe it's actually called Jaws. However, we know it as Lake Placid.
Oh my god, I I
So
really
this is
do
when
enjoy
this
this film.
yes, so this is when I totally strive to be Betty White because she was just so delightful.
That would be
Actually,
you. Would be you.
with my big beast. Well, because she's like pouring like the whole like cop's tea. She's like, "Yeah, I hope the gator wins, and I hope he swallows you all whole. Would you like any sugar with that tea, dear?" Okay, like I'm like that's gonna be me.
How about one of the best openings in a aquatic horror film when the diver gets bit in half? Now, look, that's been done to death a million times 25 years since, but I'm
Sure.
telling you right now, it probably had been done maybe previously at some point in the 70s, but I remember seeing that for the first time when Brent, Brendan Gleeson pulls the half a body up, and I was just like, wait, no, wait, what? I was like, wait, where's the other half? And Brendan Gleeson in that movie. Oh, I adore that man. But I will say, an Irishman has a little trouble with that Maine accent, but he's so good. His I would watch a movie with just oh my god, Oliver oh my god,
Oh,
who plays
Lord,
Hector?
Lord Almighty! You know me and
He's
names.
Oh my god, he's such a good actor. And I only have the first one. It's Oliver. Oliver from the Brady
Well,
Bunch.
Oliver.
Yes,
Yes.
that's who it was. Anyway, the dynamic between Hector and the sheriff is so great. It's actually better than the dynamic between Bill Pullman and Bridget Fonda, although
Yeah.
their whole banter is great as well. Oh, I really like that
Oliver
film. Good
Platt.
stuff. There you go.
Platt.
Oliver, look, I know you're not listening, but I got half your name. I was there. I was 50%. Oh, good stuff. I'm gonna watch that this week. That's such a good movie.
Yeah, that's I don't know if it's necessarily openly streaming it anywhere, but you can rent anything I think nowadays on Amazon. A couple bucks,
Sweet.
so
Cool, cool, cool.
yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna put you on the spot because you saw Long Legs today, and we're doing movies now.
Mhm.
So we've got Long Legs, Maxine, which neither one of us have seen yet, right?
Maxine, no. Longlegs is literally the only thing I've gotten to see because we were kind of busy this weekend. We will get
Yeah.
into that in a
Yes, we
second.
will. Yes, we
Mhm.
will.
Mhm.
Um, okay.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm going to put you on the spot, but I know you're
Sure.
writing a review that you're going to post, and it's only been a couple hours since you saw the film. So just give
Yeah.
me like broad strokes. What are
Yeah.
your thoughts?
So I actually have two that came to my mind. So immediately on the car ride, the only word I could think of was hollow. It's very hollow.
Okay.
Not what I expected. And then as I'm processing it more and more and thinking of, maybe scene by scene and piecing together what I saw, without giving anything away, because I might go a little bit more in detail. I never know if when I'm writing a review if I'm going to spoil it or not. I usually try to give a little, warning.
Hmm.
If I read it again, I'm like, oh, I'm spoiling the shit out of this movie. But I try not to spoil them. But so this is going to be no spoilers. But it was both too much and not enough.
Huh. Interesting. Oh, now I want to see that much more.
Well, yeah. I'm
Oh,
curious on your opinion. I really, really am. So
okay.
that's what I'm gonna go with. If you can't get like my vibe, Sinners, I'm a little disappointed. I'm not gonna
Okay.
lie.
All right, and
Yeah.
of course, Shannon's husband Matt. I saw Matt today, and he kind of said the same thing. Like,
Yeah,
I
we're
was a
both
little bit underwhelmed.
we're both like in agreement with it. You
Okay.
know, as soon as I said hollow, he's like, yeah. He's like, I I
All right.
I I totally get that.
Okay. So I can't wait to read the review. Of course, I won't read it until I see it, just in case you
That's
spoiled
fair.
the hell out of it.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
okay. Regardless of whether you're a fan or not,
Mhm.
that's immaterial. This movie had a banger weekend,
Oh
which is
yeah.
so exciting for. I guess look, is it fair to say that this is indie horror? Look, I know it is because it's from Neon.
Yeah, yeah. I would give it the indie. Actually, I don't know because
I mean, Shannon, I'm hearing reports that it was shot for under 10 million.
oh, really?
Yeah, so I
Oh,
mean,
that I
it's
didn't
fun.
know.
Neon released it. It's under 10 million. I mean, I think it's got all the trappings of an indie horror film. I know that when you and I say that, we're typically talking about like, Matt from Macabre Daily. We're typically talking about like super low budget. But
Yeah.
I think this one kind of gets it under the wire. So that's why
Yeah.
I'm blathering on about it because I'm so excited that indie or not, low budget horror movie
Mhm.
really exceeded expectations, and it's really due to what I'm so thrilled about was the trailer, which gave away nothing. The
No,
trailer
not
was all vibes.
not a damn thing.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
had I had a feeling, and I'm kind of right. Like you kind of get like an investigation, maybe
okay,
cat and mouse type of a vibe. Like you could tell like there's someone's investigating, murders. Like you could tell. So
yeah.
that's a little bit, but again, not a lot of it.
But
I'm
how
like,
great is that? I just
okay.
want to, Hollywood, here's your homework. Study the trailer. Don't copy it beat by beat. Let me repeat that, Hollywood, because you're the one, you're the kids at the back of the class, not paying attention. Go
In
on
control of
Vibes.
everything.
Yeah, please go on Vibes. Try that. Don't give us four trailers with the announcement that this is the final trailer when you've basically done every single plot point of the movie. We know who lives, we know who dies, we know who falls in love, we know who breaks up. Just give us a vibe. Use this movie as the Rosetta Stone for maybe the next 6 months because it's a bunch of copycats, you know, and just give it a shot because for fuck's sake with these trailers and I just bitch about it every shortcuts. It
Yeah.
it's exhausting when you can't enjoy a trailer because it gives the whole damn plot away.
Yeah.
So anyway,
And they
you know,
showed a lot of trailers too, so if you want to be forewarned about that, because I saw a new trailer for Trap. So I still don't think they gave too much more though away. There's definitely some more
Shannon, I'm gonna
scene.
watch it like this. They're
Yeah,
gonna fuck it up.
there's definitely some more scenes though that was like, I don't remember that.
I don't.
So just a forewarning for that. I saw a trailer for Cuckoo.
I'm
Um,
gonna watch it like this because I saw
yeah,
the one and it's enough. You know.
super excited. Yep, yep.
All
So
right.
just
All right.
forewarn.
Okay. So neither one of us have seen Maxine. I'm hearing mostly good things about it. I'm definitely gonna go check it out.
Yeah, I
Uh,
totally want to see it.
we'll talk about Maxine at a later date. I'm sure we're probably going to talk about Ty West in general at a later date.
Hmm.
With the X Pearl Maxine trilogy. But I'll tell you something right now, and I don't know if it's on purpose or not. But Ty West is a freaking genius. He's done his first movie, which is like, saturated Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but it's one location and it's a very small crew, cast. I'm sorry. Then you go into Pearl, and it's kind of like, Technicolor, kind of Busby Berkeley, 1930s. But again, it's basically one location, just a few
Hmm.
locations, and it's
Same
just
location.
yeah, and it's
Yeah.
and it's a small cast again.
Hmm.
Then he does Maxine, where it's multiple locations and blows out the cast, and it's like this neon saturated ode to 80s Sunset Boulevard, noir films and exploitation films. But what he's done is he's shown studios, look, I've gone from small to big, and look at what an impact it's done. Like, what a calling card that is. So
Oh, for
now,
sure.
yeah, I mean, I don't think there'd be any hesitation for a studio to look at Ty West and say, yeah, you know what? Here's a great large project that we're working on. Let's see what you can do with it. So again, I don't know if that was on purpose or just a happy accident, but I'm going to give him credit. I think that was such
Yeah.
a smart play. I've been dining out on a lot of those 80s exploitation movies, Vice
Mm.
Squad, Angel's Revenge. Oh, I mean, it's so nostalgic for me because that was just like late night cable fodder,
Oh,
back
yeah.
in the day. All right, Shannon, I'm keeping an eye on our time. I'm going to keep it moving. I'm going to
Okay.
keep it moving.
All
Okay.
right. Next segment.
Books. There's only one book. There's only one book this week.
Oh, okay.
Nicole Wolverton's masterpiece, A Misfortune of Lake Monsters.
That's right.
Okay. Sinners, go out and buy the book. Then go out and buy another copy and give it as a gift. Right, yeah, I have to do the synopsis. Okay, so when legend bites back, Lemon Ziegler, by the way, best name ever, wants to escape rural Devil's Elbow, again, best name ever for a town, Pennsylvania, to attend college, but it's impossible now that she's expected to impersonate the town's lake monster for the rest of her life. Her family's been secretly keeping the tradition of Old Lucy, the famed and very fake monster of Lake Locacoma, alive for generations, all to keep the tourists coming. Without Lemon, the town dies, and she can't disappoint her grandparents or tell her best friends about any of it. That includes Tony Ramirez, who's been covertly in love with Lemon for years, afraid to ruin their friendship by confessing his feelings. When a very real and very hungry monster is discovered in the lake, secrets must fall by the wayside. Determined to stop the monster, Lemon and her best friends are the only thing standing between Devil's Elbow and a monster out for blood. Let me tell you something. Nicole Wolverton is an incredible author. She's an incredible person.
Mhm.
She may be a private investigator because the name just screams out for it. But she is one of the coolest people that we've ever met. And if you haven't listened to our episode where we dissect the crazy Killer Jeans movie Slacks, by all means, please give a listen. Not only do we talk about Killer Jeans, we also talk about Chris Atkins, a pirate movie, Grease 2. I mean, look, there's a corner.
Covered a good array of things on that segment, and
There's
I was delighted to.
cornucopia of goodness in that episode. So look, Sinners, I know that we took a little break because I was on vacation. There'll be certainly more books next week, but there's only one book this week, and that is The Misfortune of Lake Monsters by Nicole Wolverton, our friend, and we're so excited for her. And we'll actually be with her August 17th. We're going to be moderating in the Barnes & Noble. It's going to be a panel of authors.
Yeah.
I'm going to say no more. I'm just going to let the Sinners know we'll be talking about it weekly as we get closer to it, but we will be talking with Nicole. She was gracious enough to invite us to moderate that panel, and we can't wait.
It's going to be
Siri,
yes.
how's your panel?
Yeah, I know. Do we know what we're doing? No, but we're gonna do it anyway. So if you have Sinners, if you're in, it's in Fairless Hills, Pennsylvania, Barnes and Nobles, I believe is the name of the town. I believe it's Fairless Hills.
The best was Siri opened up on my phone, was trying to find out how to panel.
Nice.
I'll let you know.
Good job, Siri.
I'll let you know what she says. Don't worry, Nicole, we're only half kidding. We got this. We got this. Okay, going to go through news quick. And because I want to talk about what we're going to talk about. Okay, so real quick, Godzilla Minus One Minus Color is coming to Netflix next month, so be ready for that. Hell House LLC is continuing with the franchise with the next installment called Lineage, and that's going to drop in 2025. Mike Flanagan launches Director's Commentary, which is a podcast where he talks to directors, and then he does a commentary on one of their films. I love everything about that, except the fact that it's a podcast. Mike, come on, man. We got enough competition. Jeez Louise, but I can't wait to listen to that. The next installment of The Conjuring, which will be number 4, releases in 2025. And then the most exciting news, one of the most exciting pieces of news last week was Sam Raimi is getting back into horror. It takes place on a desert island, and it's called Send Help. And I can't wait for that one. And rumor, I hate to traffic in rumors, but rumor on the street is Sam Raimi has also been working on a sequel to Drag Me to Hell.
I have heard such a rumor as well, and I really hope it's not playing with my emotions. That's all I'm
Me
saying.
too. Me too.
That's
I mean,
all I'm going to say.
We hate to traffic in rumors, but I hope this one's true. All right, Shannon, we got 4 minutes left. Why don't you tell the listeners what we did this weekend?
Oh my God. So we were in Phoenixville, Pennsylvania for the Blobfest, which is, it's an annual festival. They shut down the street, the same street where the Colonial Theater is, which obviously is where the 1958, the Blob was filmed, and you see all the people running and screaming and running for their lives, and they do a mock version of that where they call it the run out.
So much fun.
We had it, so we set up. My God, we got there maybe like 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning. The festival, I believe, well, I think it was supposed to be 12 to 5, but we were talking to people starting at 9 a.m. So I literally
came early.
I feel like we worked a 9 to 5 shift.
Yes, we did.
We did not get a lunch break.
No, we didn't.
You did get popcorn from the Colonial Theater. That kept us going.
Let me tell you, Colonial Theater, you make some good popcorn. Oh, okay, the Colonial Theater is gorgeous with a capital Gore. Oh my God. Sinners, we have to support these iconic old theaters because they're disappearing. Oh, it's so tragic. But the Colonial Theater is there in beautiful Phoenixville, Pennsylvania. I fell in love with that damn town.
I want to move there.
The people were amazing. The Blobfest was amazing. We met some of the coolest mofos that you're ever going to lay your eyes on. I don't know if she's allowed to listen to this podcast, but Emma, if you are listening to us, you were the coolest dang person we met that day. And you've got a great future ahead of you, kiddo. She knows so much about horror, and she is a makeup artist in her own right. And the work that she has done is phenomenal. Doesn't even come close to what Emma has done. So if you're listening, I hope you are. Just earmuffs for the naughty words that come out of our silly mouths.
Yes, because she's borderline, I think, middle school going into high school, I think, age.
Yes.
But her and her father make her own Halloween costumes. They were gracious enough to show us some pictures.
They were incredible.
She was so sweet, and she has one of our T-shirts. We did bring merchandise to sell, and she bought a T-shirt, and I hope you're enjoying that T-shirt. Please tell your friends, Emma, and we love you. Thank you.
Yeah, I really do hope you're listening. Your family is super cool, as were so many people in Phoenixville, Pennsylvania. We will be back next year. Shannon and I are also trying to work out with the theater that we're going to sponsor a movie in November or early December, and I can't wait to get back there.
Same.
So, Sinners, we actually have to bolt now because we're talking to Cranked Up Films. We're going to talk about their film Foil. Super excited about that. So we got to go. It was great talking to you. Yeah, Shannon, take us out of here.
Glad to be back. Okay, bye. That's a cut.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of Shortcuts. I hope you enjoyed hearing it just as much as we enjoyed recording it for you. If you did enjoy it, would you please leave us a review on Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, the bathroom wall at the local gas station, wherever. We'd really appreciate it if you rate and review us. It goes a long way to getting the word out about Sinful Cuts. Can't thank you enough. Until next time,